Hello, hello, hello. This is Willie Jones, and you've tuned into another edition of Women for Progress Radio. And forgive our tardiness for being late today. I actually had come home early, and you know what we women do, we start kicking off and taking off everything. So I had to put some things back on again for the show tonight. So I'm so excited to be have our guests from the city of Jackson on with us today. But before we get started, I just want to remind you that Women for Progress Radio is on every Thursday at 5:30. We took a little hiatus doing anniversary week, and we're still just riding that wave of excitement about all the grand activities that we had during anniversary week. And also we had our first Tuesday Lunch and Learn this past Tuesday, which was phenomenal. Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. Thanks so much to all of our guests and our panelists, our new executive director team, Ms. Carla Kirkland and Ms. Thea Faulkner, who were the moderators and executive directors of Lunch and Learn for the 2023-24 year. They provided a phenomenal program this first Tuesday of June. And we had a great list of panelists. We had Judge Crystal Wise Martin of Hinds County Chancery Court. We had I don't even want to give all the names because I want to mispronounce somebody or leave somebody off, but it was a phenomenal team of women, and the subject was living simply the best, living your best life at any age. And it was amazing programming and a great conversation that we were always inspired by. Now, the next month of July, we will not have Lunch and Learn because of the holiday. First Tuesdays is going to be on a holiday, so we're skipping the month of July, and we'll see you in August for that programming. But we're always at the first Tuesday at the Capitol Club downtown, 125 South Congress, the Capitol Club downtown, 125 South Congress on the 19th floor. And we're always excited to have you, and it just continues to be a phenomenal program. If you want to really come and get some good networking, meet some incredible women, network with women, and be inspired by a great conversation, we want you to come and join us at First Tuesday Lunch and Learn. The cost is only $20, and I tell you, it is the meal was amazing. This time we had tomato pie, along with some other amazing things that we had, but that tomato pie was amazing. I thought it was a quiche, and then I was corrected, and they told me it was a tomato pie. And I tell you, I grazed on it all day long. It was amazing, and the entire meal was great. The best $20 you're going to spend for a meal ever. And hats off to our chef, Deshaun, who does a wonderful job. So I want to get us right into conversation and share with you later just a few things that are coming up in our city that you want to make sure that you mark on your calendar. And then at the top of the hour at 6 o'clock after our discussion, or a little past 6 after our discussion with our guest today, we're going to introduce Miss Tiffany Hathorn, who is the Director of Programming at DSC Training Academy. And she's going to talk about an amazing new pilot program that we're doing called Mississippi Women in Trucking. And if you ever thought about getting into the trucking industry, and this is the time for you to pipe in, share this programming with your other friends and relatives right now, and tell them to tune in for this particular conversation. So let's get started. We got a lot, as I stated, we have a lot going on. And my guest today is Jarkeisha Spann, and she is the Senior Planner for the City of Jackson Office of Housing and Community Development. And she's here to talk to us about an amazing new grant program called Healthy Homes Production Grant Program. And I'm going to give her time enough to share with us. But welcome, Jarkeisha, to the program. I think this is your first rodeo with Women for Progress Radio. Is that right?
That is true. Thank you guys for having me.
Well, welcome. And please consider this not your first time. We, of course, reach out to you, but anytime you have great information that you want to share with us, please feel free to give us a call. We'll be glad to have you. But let's get started. Tell us first, Ms. Jarkeisha, a little bit about your position at the City of Jackson. What do you do? What is the City of Jackson Office of Housing and Community Development. Most of us didn't know we had a housing and community development program. So tell us what you do there.
Okay, as you stated, I am the senior planner in the Department of Planning Office branch in the Housing and Community Development division. So the planning department is divided into 5 different divisions. And specifically the Housing and Community Development Department is a department that ran off grants, and we most of our grants are we use different entities to or we give out funds to other organizations for different programs that we have through HUD.
Okay, and tonight we're talking about a Pacific program around housing development. This has helped those individuals who need help with shoring up some issues that they may be having with their current properties. And it targets a particular demographic, which is seniors. Am I correct?
No, ma'am. This program is for our residents for the city of Jackson. The qualifications are for anyone that's living in a home built before 1978. Also for anyone that's 62 or older, a person with disability, and also children under the age of 6.
Okay, so let me make sure that everybody understands this. You just have to have one of these criterias, or all of those have to apply?
Only one.
Okay, so you can be 62 or older and apply for this program.
Yes.
Your home, no matter how old you are, if you have a home in the city of Jackson and it was built before 1978,
That's correct.
you can apply. And if you are disabled, you can apply. And if you are a family that has a child that's 6 years or older, is that correct?
Younger.
6 years old or younger,
Mhm.
you can apply. Wow, that covers a large demographic of
It
individuals.
does.
So this is exciting. I sat down thinking, oh, I'm not gonna be able to do it. I think I can hit one of those criteria. So-
It is for low and moderate income families. These are HUD funds, so that's what HUD regulations are, or their target area.
So when you say low income, so if my home has been built in before 1978, but I'm not considered low income, can I still apply and qualify? Am I still eligible?
You can apply, but there will become at some part in the application process, we will have to verify your income, and at that time you will either be deemed eligible or ineligible for the program depending on
So
your
it is
income.
based on income. It is income based. That's the number one criteria. Is that what you're saying? Because if I
Yes.
don't meet the income
It's the
criteria, it
Right.
doesn't matter if my home was, no matter when my home was built, or if I'm 62,
Yes.
if I'm not considered low income, I can't apply. So that's what I'm saying. The first criteria is it is income Pacific.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I want to just want to make sure people have the understanding. So this is for individuals who are considered low income. Let's say that first. And then if you are 62 or older, your home was built before 1978, you're disabled, or if you have a child that's 6 years or older, but
Younger.
it's income based. So let's make sure that everybody.
And one more criteria. So this program is for home health and safety. So we have to find our inspectors will have to find a home health risk factor in the home before we will do any type of remediation or rehab work.
Okay. And you have to own this home. You can't rent it. You have to own it. Is that correct?
It's for homeowners and renters.
Okay. Okay, well, that's good. So whether you own your home or you rent your home, if that home was built before 1978, you considered low income, or if you're 62 or older, or if you're disabled, or you have a child that's 6 years or younger, you can apply for this program. Okay.
That's correct.
And so tell us what the logistics of it. You apply for the program. Is that online?
We encourage everyone to apply online, but we are flexible for those that are not technology savvy. So anyone that can't complete or having difficulty completing the application online, they can contact me and I will assist them from there.
Okay, give that telephone number where they can call you.
They can reach me at 601-960-2155.
Okay, and is that appointment required when they call that number? Let's say if the line is busy or nobody answers it, can we email for an appointment? What are the other options for getting a phone call?
You can email me at jspann@city.jackson.ms.us.
Okay, jspann@city.jackson.ms.us. So you can email for an appointment at JSPANN, that's jspann@city.jackson.ms.us. And or you can give the city a call at 601-960-2155. And how many, is there a specific amount of applicants you will be accepting, or you all are just going to take applications until the funding is all gone?
So we have a target of 125 units for this specific grant. It is on a first come first serve basis. At this time, I do have 67 applicants deemed eligible for the program, income eligible. So that leaves me a little less than 100 to go.
Right. Okay, well, good. 601-960-2155 or email JSPANN@city.jackson.ms.us. And we're urging people right now to go ahead and sign up, because of the maximum amount of 125 and 67 has already enrolled. And I'm gonna remind you again of what those qualifications. It is income Pacific, so you have to be considered low income. And Ms. Spann will share that with you when you call. She'll review your income amounts and tell you if you qualify. You can be 62 or older. You can live in the home, whether you're renting or buying or own your own. If that home has to be built before 1978. And you say, well, what if I'm renting? How do I find out when my house is built? I know what I've done is put in the email address, put in the address of the home. And usually it'll take you to a site where it tells you a little bit of detail. The first thing is the date of that home. Also, Ms. Spann, is that something you can tell them if they're a renter, what the date of that home is and when it was built?
You can go to Hinds County Land Roll, put in the address, and it would generate the information regarding the home. Those are public records.
Okay. And you can be
also, let me say that the application will not be available until July 10th.
Okay. And that'll be on the city website?
Yes, and I can give you the direct website as well.
Give us that website.
It's www.jackson.ms.viewpointcloud.com.
Give us to us one more time.
www.jackson.ms.viewpointcloud.com.
Okay. All right. And that website will go live on July 10th.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. Well, this is an exciting program, and tell us about some of the things that this money can be used to repair or assist with the home?
So the program is um addressed around home health and safety hazards. So for example, if you have mold in your home or in your walls, let me say, at that time our inspectors will identify that mold in your wall, and what happens is they will replace that sheetrock. Or if you have weatherization issues, there's door frames and window frames, those issues will be addressed. So it's anything that's geared towards home health and safety. Like if you have a roof, if you just think, oh, my roof is old and needs to be replaced, that wouldn't qualify for you to get your roof repaired. You have to have a whole leak or something in your roof in order for us to address that.
What if you have a person who's wheelchair bound, but they need a ramp completed on their home? Would that cover it?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that's
Yes, ma'am.
great. This is
Yes.
wonderful. This is a wonderful opportunity. I say to people right now, we've been through a lot of different storms. Check around your house, see if you have some damage or leaks around your home. If there's some, as she stated, this is for home health also. If you have a loved one that is this in your home that's wheelchair bound and need a ramp build so you can get that person in and out of the home more effectively and safely. There's looks like a lot of opportunities. If you have mold situations in your home, looks like don't try to determine yourself if you qualify. Sounds like we're going to be there. The inspector will come out after the application process. Is that correct?
Yes. Uh-huh.
And can more than one item be repaired with this grant?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got the mold issue and you need the ramp build, sounds like you can get both of those particular things done. We
Yes, ma'am.
urge everybody right now to share this with your church community. Share this with people that you work with, because you never know what's going on with a person's life that they can use these resources. And there's no cost or there's no repayment for this service. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. It is a requirement that the participant will have to remain in the home during a certain period, and that is and that will the way we determine that is if how much money we invest in the home. So depending on how much money we invest in the home, we will ask that person to stay in the home for a certain amount of years. If they decide to rent out the home or move out, they will have to repay those funds.
What information is required for the application process? Driver's license, social security card, what information? Copy of the
Yes.
leasing? Tell us about what
Yes. So 2 forms of identification, and that's for everyone over the age of 18 residing in the home. For children, we will need a copy of their birth certificates. And income for everyone over the age of 18, and the acceptable income will be a W-2, 1040, 4 check stubs. If you have no income, you will have to complete a no income verification form. You can get that from me, and you have to get that form notarized. A deed if you're a homeowner or if you're purchasing a home. Homeowners insurance. If you're in a flood area, that insurance, a copy of that insurance, and I believe that is it.
Well, this has been amazing and very informative. We want to remind you again that this homeowner grant program is available that helps you, assist you with home or health issues that you have in your home. Want to tell you again that it's income based. So you have to provide proof of income or no income. You can be, once that's determined and you meet the income requirement, you can be 62 or older. Your home has to be at least built before 1978. You could be disabled. And I think we had one more criteria. Disabled, what was the other?
Built before 1978.
Okay, so those are, sounds like it will help a lot of people, and you can either be a homeowner or a renter. So you don't have to own your home or be in the process of purchasing it. You can be a renter also. Now, will that renter need permission from the home
From
owner?
the owner?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and you have forms for them to get that done.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. This has been a great opportunity. We want to also give the telephone number again where you can call Ms. Spann at 601-960-2155, 601-960-2155. You can email her for an appointment at JSPANN, that's jspann@city.jackson.ms.us. And you can also email, if you call and you get a busy signal or you have to leave a voicemail, then take the next step and email her, give her your contact information, contact number where she can reach you, and she'll follow back up with you to schedule a time when you all can talk and go through the application process. But on July 10th, there will be a link that you can apply at www.jackson.ms.viewpointcloud. And when we say viewpoint, that's spelled out VIEWPOINT cloud.com. That will be live on July 10th, and you can apply there. But I say don't wait, because she has already 67 qualified individuals, and she has a total of 125 slots. So apply now. Don't wait till July 10th. That's a couple weeks away. So apply now by telephone or by email, and we'll post this up on our Facebook page also. So for those who you might want to share this information, please think about individuals who need this. If you don't need it yourself, if you have an elderly person on your street or in your neighborhood, please share that. Not only share that information with the senior citizen, sometimes they need help going through the application process. So make the phone call for them, send in a request for email. You can set that senior citizen down, and then you and he or she can go through that application process with Ms. Spann so that they can get the benefit of it. Share it with your churches this Sunday. Share it with your churches this Sunday to make sure that your constituents get an opportunity for it too. But move swiftly and fast, because this is a great opportunity. I tell you, when you got mold in your house and you got to tear out sheetrock, and I'm talking about some nice dollars. So to be able to get that done, that's really a great opportunity. Miss Sharkisa, did I say it right?
Jarkeisha.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to future conversations with you, and keep us informed on all the wonderful things that your department is doing. I mean, when we talk about grants, I'm sure you're working on grants all the time that we need to know about. Please call on Women for Progress Radio and share that with our audience, or email the information with Ms. Brown and let her share that information out. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Next up, we have Miss Tiffany Hathorn. I think she's with us. Miss Tiffany, are you joining us? Let's see, I think she's muted. Miss Tiffany, are you with us? Okay, while she's coming on, and we'll text her to see if she's ready. I want to give you some information on some things that are coming up. We're so excited to be announcing that we have a new CEO of the Jackson Municipal Airport Authority, Miss Rosa M. Beckett. They'll be having a welcome reception in honor of her June 15th from 4:30 to 6:30 at the Faulkner, which is 518 East Capitol Street. So if you want to join that celebration, that's June 15th at the Faulkner at 4:30 to 6:30. And we will be welcoming at the reception Miss Rosa Beckett. So congratulations to her, and we look forward to all the incredible innovative ideas that she has available. Our guest is having some audio issues, so we're going to give her time to get on with us. And in the meantime, I'm going to share a few more things. We're an exciting engagement on June 8th at Tougaloo College, Woodworth Chapel, June 8th 2023 at 5:30. The doors open at 5:30 and the program starts at 6 p.m. It's called The Power of Organizing, a conversation with NAACP President and CEO Derek Johnson, and also project founder Honorable Joe Kennedy, and the Worker Center founder and executive director, Ms. Jeribu Hill, and moderated by the NAACP Mississippi State Conference Executive Director, Charles Taylor. The power of organizing. So that's a great way for you to join that in-person event at Tougaloo College, Woodworth Chapel on June 8th at 5:30 p.m. So join that exciting event. All of these engagements are posted on the Women for Progress website. Ms. Tiffany, are you with us? Ms. Tiffany, have you joined us? If you unmute yourself, please. Okay, I look like I see her coming on. There she is. Can you hear me, Ms. Tiffany? Will you unmute yourself, please? Okay, she says she can't unmute. Let's see if I can help her do that. Wow, I know she has a lot of things to share with us. Let's see. Okay, Miss Tiffany, I can't unmute you myself. She's going to try one more thing, and I'm going to give you another event that's coming up. Jackson People's Assembly, Community Self-Care Circles for Men and Men Caregivers is going to be on June 15th from 6 to 8 p.m. And the Jackson People Assembly is conducting that event. And I can't, finally, I want to tell you about an exciting opportunity for our candidate forum for District 72. Our candidate forum for District 72 is coming up June 13th at the Stronger Hope Church. I see Miss Tiffany. Tiffany, can you hear me? Okay, there we go. Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for joining us. I'm so glad that we got you because I know you got some exciting things to share with us. Ms. Tiffany Hathorn is Director of Programming at DSC Training Academy, a DSC Workforce Development Center, where we put both men and women in higher paying careers in the transportation industry. Welcome to Women for Progress Radio, Ms. Tiffany.
Thank you for having me.
It's a lot of exciting things happening at DSC, and we want to talk. I asked you to come on tonight to spend a little time with us because I want to share with individuals about a great new program called Mississippi Women in Trucking. And this is a pilot program where we're introducing 20 women to careers in trucking. It provides not only the cost of training for your CDL certification, for your industry recognized CDL certification. It provides a wealth of wraparound services for your success. And one of the most exciting things that it provides is 6 to 12 months of childcare. It doesn't matter if you have one child or 3 children, that 6 to 12 months of paid childcare. That's amazing. And we have some also opportunities if you need transportation back and forth to the school. There's some supports around that. There's at least 1 meal a day during the day when you're at school that's going to be provided. There's workforce training and economic development and economic security training that we're going to be providing to you. It's going to be so many opportunities. We want you to reach out to DSE Training Academy at 601-351-5858. 601-351-5858. There's an application process. There's only 20 slots available for this pilot program for women. The one major criteria you need to understand is these are over-the-road positions. They're not local positions. They're over-the-road positions. So if you ever thought, hey, I'm interested in becoming an OTR driver, this is the best opportunity on the planet for you to do so. Not only provides you the CDL certification, the training, and job placement. So you walk away at the end of the program, you might graduate on Friday, be at work on Monday. So this is the complete package of everything you need. What is it like for life on the road? What is all the information you need to be successful? What are the supports that you need to be engaged, to stay engaged and make sure that you get everything you need while you're on the road? And we're going to work with one of the best motor carriers in the country. Some of our partners are Total Transportation, which is right here in Mississippi. Swift Transportation, one of the largest motor carriers in the country right now. They are now part of Knight Transportation, US Express. So a very large company. Snyder Transport, one of the oldest motor carriers in the country. And I tell you what they're doing around empowering women for the transportation industry is so exciting. You ever thought about becoming a tanker driver? They're tanker. They have tanker at Snyder. We love our partners, our community partners, Mississippi Black Women Roundtable, Mississippi Low Income Child Care Initiative, Magnolia Medical Foundation, Jackson Medical Mall Foundation, MDOC Works, the Lighthouse for Black Girls, Covenant Transport, MDES, and Refill Jackson Initiative, all of our partners for this special pilot program. That's so exciting. And we've already confirmed 3 women for this program that's coming up. Our orientation is going to be. So Tiffany, I want to talk to you because not only you're director of programming at DSE Training Academy, you're a CDL truck driver, you're an instructor, you're a CDL qualified instructor. You've done it all, and you're a mother of 2 children. How did you do it all? I mean, what do you tell women now who say, well, I got 2 kids and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it comfortably. I don't think I can drive 80,000 pounds of power. What do you want to share with women today about this opportunity?
Well, first of all, I say, yes, you can do it. So I think the first thing is you have to identify what your obstacles are and tackle those one by one. I think the biggest thing is organization and communication. The first thing you want to do is communicate to your family, hey, this is something that I want to do. It's very serious. This is going to take us to the next level. And this is what it's going to require from me and from you all. And be honest with them about what's about to happen, because, you know, as the head of household in a lot of situations, you know, they're used to you always being there. So they need to understand what's going to happen, that this is going to be a big change. So communicating that and building support around you. Who's going to be your village? Who's going to help take care of your children when you're not there? When emergencies happen, what are our plans? What are our plans for the plans if our plans do not work? So I think it's just sitting down and coming up with a map of how you're going to take care of things being out there on the road.
And also we're saying too to women, Tiffany, that, you know, I like what you said is sitting down and telling and talking to your family and letting them know what to expect. Because, and I think a lot of women say when they think of truck driving, they think of it so very different, but it's like any other job where you're going to be away from home. You might get a job where you're going to be flying back and forth to DC. You need to be able to share your family. Hey, I'm going to be commuting back and forth to DC, and on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, you're not going to see me, or Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you're not going to see me. So it's about preparing them for this new venture and opportunity. And I want to talk also, you mentioned about this new opportunity, and that's exactly what it is, because you're talking higher salary, you're talking about benefits, amazing benefits, opportunity to really transform your life and the life of your children. So, you know, when you talk about that, it's like sharing a vision, sharing a goal with your family. Is that correct?
Right, exactly. Sharing that this is really your desire, this is your passion, that this is something that you really want to do. It's something that's going to help you grow and it's going to challenge you. I think what happens is when your family sees how excited you are about this new opportunity, that gets them excited as well. And you also have to share with them what are the benefits. Okay, your mom is going to become a truck driver. What are the benefits of me becoming a truck driver now? This is going to take us to the next income level. That means we get to spend more family time together. We get to travel together more. We get to do more things that maybe we weren't able to do before.
Yeah.
And really doing that, because I think a lot of times, as truck drivers, we tend to start off like that, and then we get tired, we get into the hustle and bustle. But I think what is really important is that even when we're home, we have to be present, and that we have to share in those benefits to our family.
Yes, and I want to talk about, seriously, I was talking to the recruiter today, director of recruiting for Total today, and he talked about making sure that individuals understand what life on the road is like. And I think when you talk about preparation, you got to prepare yourself for life on the road. I mean, yes, you have this big truck that you're going to have nice bunk and it's going to be comfortable. You're going to have a refrigerator. You're going to have cable TV. You're going to have Wi-Fi. You're going to have a lot of your comforts at home, but it's going to be a different environment. There's some things that you have to prepare for. So Tiffany, share with women who are listening right now, what can they expect around life on the road? What is life? What are some of the great things about being on the road as a truck driver? And what are some of the things that you were challenged with? You say, okay, I got to make a plan for this.
Well, for me, one of the greatest things is the freedom of the open road. I mean, when you're behind that seat and it's just you behind that steering wheel, you're just able to just kind of detach and have the freedom to kind of think, to kind of plan your life. It's just you behind that truck. So I say the freedom of the open road. Of course, we say financial freedom, that time alone. For me, when I had my truck, I set up my truck to where I didn't have to go outside of my truck for anything except for to take a shower. It was like a little apartment. I set it up just so that I could be comfortable and it looked beautiful. It really was my home away from home. I made it as comfortable for me as I possibly could. And everyone has the luxury to do that. I think the downside of it is if you're not used to being alone with yourself like that, it can be uncomfortable. I've heard some people say that it can be lonely, but there are some solutions to that. That you have to build friendships and relationships with other truck drivers. That's what I also love about this industry is the camaraderie with other truck drivers. You have to build your list of truck drivers who you can call on and say, hey, I got a question about this. Hey, what do you think about this? Hey, what do I do when this happens? And sometimes you just need somebody to talk to you because you got an hour to go and you just got to make it there. Say, hey, can you just talk to me until I get to this location? And then, go on from there. So for me, there are some downsides, but I'm a type of person that there's always a solution to every downside.
I like that. And then also when you talk about that being away from home, I mean, how many women out there every day, I know even with me and I live alone, is to be able to say, I just want some time to read a book. And if I don't want to read a book, have a time to listen to an ebook. Who has that? When we're actually home, we're actually at our own homes every day. We don't take the time to do that. We have all these things that we have to do or think we have to do. But when you're out there on the road, to be able to put your earplugs in and listen to a book, read to a book that you've been wanting to read for the last 10 years, you know what I mean?
An interesting podcast.
Yeah, amazing podcast. My grandkids and your kids have made me a YouTube junkie now. I listen to so many different podcasts on YouTube that are so informative. I get to hear voices of other women, and oh my gosh, there's a TED Talks. If you really want to be inspired, TED Talks have so many great programming and podcasts. And what I love about them, they're usually 15 to 20 minutes, so you can't get bored. You can go on to the next thing. And also I have to say, and we haven't talked about, is when you're away from home and you call your children back and you call your spouse back, it seems like you are a better listener, when you're away from home. Would you say, Tiffany?
Yeah, I would say that too. I think because you have the freedom of the open road, it puts you in a different mood. Because a lot of times when we're at home, we just got a lot of stuff that's going on. We're stressed out. But when you're on the open road, it really does put you in a different mood so that you can respond to your family a little bit better. I think it's amazing. Now, there are times that you're going to miss your family, but I think that's why it's important to set up times to communicate and talk to your family every day, because they do need to see your face. FaceTime is really important.
Yeah, and I can imagine. I remember when I used to travel even in my personal vehicle cross country when I lived in California, coming back home to Mississippi, and I would be coming back home through Arizona or Texas, and it'd be early morning, and you can hear you're driving down the highway, your mind is on maybe 2 or 3 different things, and you can see the actual sun come up.
Right.
It's almost
the moon. Yeah, and I hit the moon. Yeah.
Yeah. And even sunset. I mean, everything is better. You get to see what the country really looks like. I mean, the mountains and the rivers and what going through the different states and the weather changing and the greenery changing, the trees changing. It's so much. And you get to talk to so many different people. That's the other side of it.
And what I love too, like, for instance, the mountains, a lot of people, when they're first starting out, they're just terrified of the mountains. But once you come through that experience one time, it really empowers you, because this is something you are terrified of. I mean, it is terrifying to some to be in the mountains, especially me and being a Mississippi girl. I had never experienced mountains that I experienced on the road, but to come through that one time, and every time that you do it, you get even more empowered. It really does help you grow as a person, because it helps you become less fearful. Because you're like, if I can do this, then I can do anything.
Yeah, I like that. So many women truck drivers tell me about that. But we also want to say to women also, we have a lot of companies that just might want to keep you regional. But
Right.
I say, if you're that courageous woman and you want to maximize your opportunity, I say, don't limit yourself.
Right.
Go to New York, go to Pennsylvania, go to the East Coast, go to North Carolina, go to California, go to Arizona, go to Mexico. And do all of those things. Don't limit yourself. I mean,
right. You have plenty of options. I mean, there are companies right here in Mississippi that just go regional. But if you, like you said, if you want to go out there, you can go out there. You can go as far as the 48 states.
Yeah. I loved it when you shared with me, Tiffany, that you were working the Dollar General account, and most men was telling you, women can't do that. There's so much unloading. You can't do that. And you said, I wanted to do it just because they told me I couldn't do it.
Right. Yeah, it was a Dollar Tree account. And, I tell my classroom now, I feel like if I can do the Dollar Tree account, anybody could do the Dollar Tree account, because my trailer would be loaded from up to 4,000 items. And I had to unload those items one by one, or one box by box. And can you imagine, it's filled from the beginning of the trailer to the end of the trailer. I mean, you can barely close the door. And I mean, at the beginning, it was a challenge, but once you get your rhythm in and you get your rotation going, I mean, yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, and that's what I love about trucking and transportation. And the reason I continue to support women in these non-traditional careers, because it allows us the opportunity to stretch ourselves. Yes, we have a lot of companies where there's no touch freight. All
Right.
you do is go and you bump the dock, they unload you and you move on to the next thing. But for those who want to challenge it, you want to be maybe regional, a lot of the regional loads, there's a lot of opportunities for you to really push yourself, to make yourself stronger. And you're talking about getting healthy. If you want to get some exercise in, say, hey, no, I don't want that no touch freight. I want to touch some freight. I want to get in and out of this back of this trailer. and I want to sweat a little bit,
Get your heart rate up.
get your heart rate going, then you have those opportunities too. There's just so much available through trucking and transportation. I just say women, do it, do it, do it. And this opportunity, we want to say again that you want to pick up a copy of this pamphlet. It tells you a lot about what you can expect in the pilot program, all of the opportunities that are available through our program. And also, if you want to sponsor a lady, you say, I want to sponsor somebody. I have an organization that funds workforce development or supports women in higher paying careers and just support women as a whole and families. And you say, hey, I want to be a sponsor. I want to be a supporter. I want you to give me a call, Willie Jones, at 601-259-6770, 601-259-6770. And there are so many ways you can support women in this program. We have 20 slots. But you may call us and say, look, Ms. Jones, I want you to add 5 more slots. We want to just pay for the training costs. And it's really discounted to organizations who want to support. Or you may say, I just want to support with meals during her training period. Or I want to support the cost of her childcare for 30 days. Whatever you want to do, we have a lot of different options for you to support this. If you have your church and in your church and women's ministry want to support this effort around workforce development, we want to hear from you, and we want to tell you how you can do that. But we have 20 women that we're putting through this pilot program. And it's going to be so exciting. We're going to provide so many different supports from you. We're going to create a group of women that's going to be able to share together, to be able to support each other. And we're going to be able to support you. We've already confirmed 3 applicants for this program. You got to get in and get quick, because I'm getting calls every single day on signing up for this particular program. And there's some criteria, okay? So we're going to talk to you about it. We're going to give you all of the pros and cons. We want you to make it a good decision, because this is not something, we had somebody call the other day and said, hey, I don't want to go over the road. I just want to get my CDL because my dad had a CDL. My uncle had a CDL. My whole family is trucking, and I just want to get the CDL on my license. We said, okay, this is not the program for you. This is for those women who want to challenge themselves, who want to change their life, to change the quality of their life with their finances, with their family, with the quality of life. They want to add more joy to their life. They want to try something different and courageous. That's who this program is for. And we want you to give us a call at the office at 601-351-5858, 601-351-5858. We're located on 55 South between Elton Road and Savannah Street exit. You'll see us, the big white building on your right if you're going south, and DSC Training Academy, big sign. You'll see the 18-wheeler truck sitting on 55 South. Stop in and see us. We have an amazing team of women and men that's going to help you get through this process. Miss Tiffany will be there. Miss Shanita Forrest, our Director of Administrative Service, one of the most amazing receptionists and admissions individuals you ever want to meet, Miss Brina McCorvey. She is so sweet and so kind, and will help you through the process. And of course, when all of that fails, you can always call and stop in to see me. But we have a great team that can help you through the process, tell you a bit about it. And we also let you talk to some recruiters. If you want to talk to some of our motor carrier partners at Total or Swift or Schneider or Covenant, one of our partners that's part of this programming, we will be excited to let you talk with the recruiter too. Ms. Shakira Washington with Swift Transportation. She is amazing. She's been with Swift a very long time, and she understands the road in and out. But we're going to get you ready. We want you to be part of that program, and we're excited about it. Department of Labor says that women who are single parents need to be making $35,000 or higher just to keep themselves out of poverty. So we know that your minimum threshold is 35. We need to look at those jobs that's going to pay you $50,000 and $70,000 a year. And that's what trucking does. It pays you that $50,000 above a year, and great benefits with health insurance and dental and life insurance and paid vacations and 401k. And hey, if you're interested in becoming an owner, we got that for you too. A lot of women call me and say, look, I want to own some trucks. I want to start my own transportation company. How do I do that? What do I need to do? The first thing you need to do is you need to learn what other truck drivers know. If you're going to hire a truck driver, you need to know what that truck driver knows. Okay. That's the first thing you do. Say, well, how do I do that? You come get your CDL license, get out there for 6 months to 12 months, learn the road, learn what to expect, learn how to get a load from point A to point B, learn how to talk to the folks on the dock, learn how to deal with fleet managers and dispatchers, learn how to determine what freight is good freight and what freight is not good freight. How long does it take you to get to point A to point B, and all the federal rules and regulations? Because guess what? All CDL drivers are federally regulated. They are federally regulated, okay? A lot of folks don't know that. It's not like hiring a receptionist or a clerical person. You have federal rules and regulations that you have to abide by. And hey, some of those can be felony situations if you don't do what you need to do. So we're going to tell you all about that. We're going to introduce you to that process, and we're going to make you the best truck driver out there on the road. I tell you, you're going to be a mean machine. So Tiffany, we have to wrap up. We're past our 6:30 time period. I'm going to give you an opportunity to just, what is the final thing you tell the women that are listening that might be interested in that program? What is one thing that you would like to leave with them?
I say, like the scripture says, write the vision and make it plain. Come up with the plan and initiate it. Make it happen. You can do it.
Wow, that's good information, Tiffany. And thank you so much, Tiffany, for all you do, for all your encouragement to the individuals that go through DSE Training Academy. Thank you so much for your support of this particular effort, and for you jumping on at the last minute for us.
Sorry about that little hiccup in the beginning.
No, not at all. That's why I love Tiffany is also a member of Women for Progress. And, you know, we say what is one characteristics of a member of Women for Progress? She's got to be able to rise to the occasion. Okay. She can't say, oh, well, gosh, you just called me 5 minutes ago. Say, yeah. So thank you so much, Tiffany, for being part of this organization and jumping on and sharing this opportunity for women. We want you, hey, you want to go to the website and put your application in, drivingyourfuturems.com. You can do it tonight. Drivingyourfuturems.com. Go on and put your application in tonight. We only got a few slots left for you to jump on board, but you can start by putting your application in. Oh, one thing I want to say, you have to be at least 21 and older. 21 and older for this particular program. But if you have some young people that just graduated high school and interested in getting this industry, we got a program for you too, for the 18, 20-year-olds, but it won't be part of this particular program. This is just for women, minimum 21 years old and older. And I said older because there's no limits. We got some women,
oh yes,
62 and 65 that are out there doing it.
Yes.
They've been doing it for a while. So if you're getting ready to shift and retire, you ready to leave that brick and mortar building, you want to, as Tiffany said, freedom of the road, this is the opportunity for you, and we look forward to it. You've been listening to Women for Progress Radio tonight. Thanks so much for Ms. Jarkeisha Spann, who came and talked to us about the homeowner improvement program and grant program to help you with some of your home renovations that you need. Thank you so much. And I want to share, if I have, okay, I'm going to share with that number with you again, 601-960-2155, 601-960-2155, Miss Jarkeisha Spann, and her email is jspann@city.jackson.ms.us. So make sure that you get connected with that. And DSE Training Academy, Mississippi Women in Trucking Program, pilot program for 20 women that they're going to be inspiring in higher paying careers. So good night. I hope all of this information was great for you. If you can't use it, we want you to pass it on to somebody else. We're here every Thursday at 5:30. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. And hey, if you missed any part of this programming, go to our Facebook page, click videos, and listen to us again. Go to our Facebook page, Women for Progress MS. click videos, and you can listen to us all over again. And so thank you all so much. Our website, womenforprogressradio.com. Thank you again, Tiffany. Good evening.
Thank you. Good night.